Hello everybody, it is Steve, your friendly neighborhood lawn gnome, and welcome back to another video over here on That's Comical. And of course, if you happen to be watching and it's a Wednesday, happy new comic book day. So here we are everybody, we are just about to welcome the newest edition of the MCU into our homes thanks to Disney Plus with Moon Knight. So it is only appropriate that we finally talk about the last Marvel series that showed up on Disney Plus, and it showed up at the perfect time, just in time for the holiday season. And that, of course, is Jeremy Renner returning as the truly fan favorite. I would definitely say that this character is a fan favorite in the comics, as well as a fan favorite in the films, and that, of course, is Hawkeye. This also stars a great group, including Vera Farmiga, as well as one of my personal favorite actresses out there, Haley Steinfeld. I will just say that she is one of the most charming and dynamic young actresses in Hollywood today. She is so fantastic. But anyway, what is Hawkeye about? So, Hawkeye, much like Black Widow, is a character that we got glimpses of in the MCU films. They definitely had their moments in the sun, but there were a lot of people that were saying, I think we really want some more. I mean, why do we only have to focus on Iron Man and Captain America and Black Panther and Spider-Man? Why can't we get a little bit more of Hawkeye? And that's one of the main reasons why the MCU shows came to be. We got a little more of Wanda and Vision, we got a little more of Loki, and so many other fan favorites that really deserve their time. And I think going in the route of television shows definitely does it justice, because we really do get that time. So, in Hawkeye, Clint is trying to get back to his family in time for Christmas, and it turns out that there is some danger going on in the city because of a lot of people that he actually hurt during the snap when he was under the alias of Ronin. One of them is a young lady whose father he had killed, and the most interesting thing about her is she's a criminal mastermind, and she's also has a disability. She cannot hear, and eventually she is going to become a superhero as well, or an anti-hero. I really don't know what she is in the comics because I haven't read anything, but the show that's going to revolve around her is called Echo, and that will be showing up this year in 2022. So Clint has no intentions to get into conflict with these people because he just wants to get home to his family. But because of a hot-headed go-getter named Kate Bishop, who pretty much idolizes Hawkeye ever since the Battle of New York, she finds him, she wants to help him, but more importantly, she wants to become a superhero, and at the same time, if you really look deep, she wants Clint to realize that he is still very much an important person in this world as a superhero. So the two of them find this unlikely alliance, and they end up trying to right the wrongs of everything that is happening, but what they don't know is that there is a very interesting person waiting in the wings, and this was the moment that made everybody scream in delight, much like what happened with Spider-Man No Way Home, because there's no reason to say that these are spoilers anymore because everybody has seen these. But thanks to these two specific pieces of media, this show Hawkeye and Spider-Man No Way Home, we saw the reintroduction of Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, and Matt Murdock, and of course we all know that Matt Murdock is Daredevil. So the fact that these dark characters in the Netflix shows have finally shown up face-to-face with the lighter side of the MCU was absolutely wonderful. And I was really curious to see if they were going to make Kingpin just as dark as they did in the show. Well, considering the way that he dressed and he was a little bit more on the lighter side, they still managed to give us that character that we loved on the Daredevil show. And I don't know what's going to happen to this character, but I know for a solid fact that getting Daredevil and Kingpin back in recent days, and knowing that Spider-Man is going to have more movies So I really hope that we're going to see Wilson Fisk return as possibly an enemy of Spider-Man, and more importantly, see Spider-Man team up with Daredevil, because that is a very frequent event in the comic books. But this show is very different from all of the shows that we got starting with WandaVision. It's just so fun. There's so much charm, and the cast is so dynamic. I mean, Haley Steinfeld and Jeremy Renner play off of each other perfectly. I've never seen such a unlikely pairing work so well, and I just enjoyed watching this show, even though it was only 6 episodes. And I also really appreciate that they really stick to the main focus of Clint in this entire show, which is, I gotta get home to my family in time for Christmas. And does he make it? Well, I'm just gonna say, you're going to have to find out. But I am also going to say, if you do enjoy Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye in the films, or if you're just a Jeremy Renner fan in general, if you're a Haley Steinfeld fan, you're going to love Hawkeye. I just absolutely was surprised. That's, I think, the reason why I liked it so much, because I didn't really anticipate much from any of these MCU shows. And after seeing Hawkeye conclude this first wave, I just was happy knowing that these shows actually happened. They're not necessarily things that you need to actually see in continuity with the films, but what they definitely do is they enrich the movies, and they also enrich a lot of the characters that really do not get that much depth in the films. And let me just say that now, with Moon Knight about to premiere at the end of March, I am just very excited for the rest of the wave of the shows that are coming. I mean, I think the one that I am really looking forward to is She-Hulk, but I am now very curious as to how they're going to pull it off, because of the fact that one of the big things that they were teasing was William Hurt, aka Thunderbolt Ross, was going to have a major role in that show. And unfortunately, we lost him. It's such an unfortunate thing to lose an amazing character actor like William Hurt. And the life that he gave to Thunderbolt Ross was wonderful, and I was hoping that it was going to lead to more encounters with the Hulk, and to see him and Mark Ruffalo against each other would have just been an absolute treat. But She-Hulk is still going to come regardless, and I'm very excited to watch the show, and I'm also excited for Ms. Marvel. I'm very curious to see how that show is going to go down, and how she is going to get roped into the next Captain Marvel film, which is just called The Marvels, along with Monica Rambeau in WandaVision. There's just so many things to look forward to now with the MCU, and also knowing that the big film Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is coming in May, I am just even more excited for these brand new films and TV shows on Disney+. So those are my thoughts on Hawkeye, everybody. Leave your comments in the box below. I would love to talk to you. And if you want to catch up now that the Netflix Marvel shows are on Disney+, I highly recommend that you check them all out. Watch Daredevil, watch Iron Fist, watch Jessica Jones, watch Luke Cage, watch The Defenders, and watch Punisher. Was I a fan of all of them? It was a little bit of a mixed bag there, but I will definitely say that out of all of them, Daredevil was definitely the best. So enjoy Hawkeye, guys, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. So I'll see you then.